Hey there, Snarfalicious Snarfdoodles. Today on Bloons Monkey City, we're actually, you know what? I forgot to show you guys what's going on. We have to play a ridiculous tile. We just beat the regrow DDT hardcore tile, but now you know what? Let's go for the reciprocal. Let's go for the CAMO DDT hardcoreized as well. It's also on a desert tile, which makes it a little bit easier, of course. We could, we could go for something a little further away, but I really don't think that these guys are going to be easy. I'd much rather just do the DDT. It's reasonably close to my little map right here. This is also not this is a regular DDT. Too easy. We want the CAMO DDT. CAMO DDT. Hardcore it up. That means we're going to get a whopping $1,200 for beating this and 470 experience, which doesn't change. That's stupid. We should get more experience for beating this. Alright, so we definitely have to change this up a little bit. Even though it's a desert tile and it's nice that we get boomerangs cheap, it's not really going to help us out for these camo balloons. So we're going to have to make a decision. Oh man, I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. It's getting a little late here. So we have to make a decision. We either mortar it up and go for a 2-3 mortar, or you're going to have to start off the ninja. And honestly, I think ninja's probably the way to go. We're just going to go for a high level ninja. Go for a 3-1 ninja to start off. Is that a 3-1? Yes, a 3-1 ninja to start off with. And then eventually, I think what I'm going to do is actually go for a mortar as my next tower. It's probably my best bet. Just get that camo detection up like that. I'd really like to do this no lives lost. Even if that means spamming a lot of road spikes, I'd really just enjoy doing it. I would. I really would. So let's try it. We'll see what we can do. If we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world, but I would just like it, you know? You know what I mean? And just about to get that Bernie stuff. Just a few hundred more dollars in here. Now, there's a lot of camo balloons coming on through. And also one thing that you really like getting a mortar up for the camo detection is that... Oh, whoa. Camo balloons. Camo balloons. Cam schnizzles. Got some cam schnizzles coming down here, and we're gonna have to road spike izzle those cam schnizzles. We road spike izzled them, and now we got a couple. We only needed one set of road spikes. That's good enough for me. And now we're gonna get. Oh man, we're not even close to signal flare. I thought we were way closer to signal flare. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I really hope no, regrow camos come in pretty soon, because we're on hardcore mode. That means those regrow camos could probably come in a lot easier. Abso-freaking-lutely. And there it is. There's the signal flare. We got the signal flare. Still don't have a high-level mortar by any means, but at least we got the signal flare, which is going to do some extra camo pop and power, and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. And there's some mini regrow blues and stuff like that. Sometimes when I see regrow reds, I think that's just kind of silly and funny. Uh-oh. We got zebras coming in hot. Zebras coming in real hot. We got to decamoize those guys. Decamoization really doesn't matter right now, but of course, microing your mortar just a little bit there, moving it from top to bottom, is an effective tool. Now that could be a little bit of a toughie as well. We got, we're going to get this guy up to distraction. I'm going to put him on strong for a few seconds, try and get those zebras back out of here, and move them back to first. Very fast. And let's see what we can do. We're going to have to mortar these guys a little bit as well. And actually, perfect micro from me on my part, at least so far. And we are able to take these guys down without using one set of road spikes. Deliciousness. Just plain delicious. Now, the next thing you're probably thinking is you're going to need some sort of good amount of pop and power. And I totally agree with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go with a 4th tier ninja, probably. I think that's probably my best bet. Just go for this Bloon Jitsu. You know, that's a lot of pop and power with that Bloon Jitsu. And actually, lead balloons coming for the first time on level 8, I think. That's pretty far into the game. I mean, that's good for us, of course. And oh man, that's the problem area right here. We got a bunch of random balloons coming in here, pinks and all, and we are going to clean them up as well. We're just cleaning up the floor today, man. Cleaning them up. It's like we're dancing right now and just mopping while dancing, you know. And we just clean everything up, and all of a sudden we realized, hey, we just did all of our chores and we had fun while doing it. Yippity-doo-dah! There we go. We got the 4th tier ninja, and there's some freaking ceramic balloons coming in. Luckily enough for us, we got the distraction, and that should absolutely mop them up again. We're the mopping masters. I think I've mopped more in my life than nearly anybody that watches me. I'm probably the mop king compared to anybody else, because I work in a place where it needs mopping quite often, and I do a lot of the mopping work in there. And there's some more ceramic balloons coming in. Oh my goodness. Again, the Bernie stuff, huge help. Huge freaking help. Of course, the Ninja did a little bit extra pop and power cleaning up action, but other than that, man, we just really did a good job. So, let's get a Monkey Village. Let's get a Boomerang. Let's put him on last, and we'll go for a 0-3 Boomerang. First things first. Also, do not have the bigger blast just yet. Not that it's like a huge problem. But of course, bigger blast can be nice. And again, we're going to have to micro just a little bit. With zebras, whenever you see anything above zebras, you usually know micro. Just micro it up. And there it is. Actually, fairly cheap. Fairly cheap for that 2-3 Boomerang. And look at that amazing hookage action. Oh, God. It's like I'm on the street corner right now and some pretty nice boots. And we're just going to town against them. There they are. We got a mortar coming out straight from the get-go, and we are going to actually get some of these guys down to below pretty much anything pretty fast. And now you're probably thinking, Chris, you're going to need some more pop power pretty darn soon. I totally agree with you guys. So also, we got regrow zebras and stuff coming in here. It looks like that Moab is actually on fire, believe it or not. It looked that way. And we're going to need to spam probably a lot of road spikes here because those guys are getting far. Road spikes spam! You can't take me down. I am Chris, Bloon Destroyer. Sorry, I got a little happy with my balloon destruction. That's a little bit too much balloon destruction maybe for one day. Plopped a lot of balloons today. Boy, have I. So much helium or whatever they run on. Maybe they run on... Oh man, what could they possibly run on? Pretty much anything, I suppose. So again, just microing just a little bit. I could go with the second mortar to lessen up the micro load, but I'm in the mood to micro. There's no problem with microing today. Also, my balloon popping power is actually pretty decent with my ninjas and mortars and boomerangs and all that good stuff. So in fact, I will just stick with Moab Maulers for now. And also get the bigger blast. Get the bigger blast while we're at it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that, dog. Can't stop me now. Can't touch this. Down, 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 down. Can't touch this. Frag cannon while we're at it. And there my motor goes. A little bit of I'm really just microing like crazy today. I'm surprised at my amazing micro action. I really am. I'm kind of proud of myself too. Just a little bit, but I'm kind of proud of myself. And now we got a big bundle of balloons coming in. Big bundle of sticks coming in here. If you don't know what a bundle of sticks is, maybe you should look it up. Learn some things. The internet. It is such a useful tool. Google. Google is one of the most useful things that I've ever used in my entire life. Bing, on the other hand, is not something that is very useful. I didn't like Bing. I think Bing is annoying, to be honest. It was like Microsoft's failed attempt at copying Google. And they really tried too hard for that. You know, some people use it. That's the weird thing. It's like old people. They don't understand. Like, Google's better. It's just true. In fact, I think, if I remember correctly, which don't quote me 100% on this, but I heard that there was some sort of scandal going on where Google thought that Bing was copying their search results, which of course makes sense because they're better. And then Google found out, and they're like, you know what? We're gonna run some random tests and see what they're gonna do. And then they totally did. They straight up copied their results. They were basically, I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they copied it, but they seriously like did a Google search. They did a Bing search. Then Bing was just like, you know what? We'll just use a Google search and just show the exact same things. And that's basically what happened. As ridiculous as that might sound, I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous the way that things get copied on the internet and stuff like that. Like memes evolving over time. It's ridiculous, but it happens. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how that kind of stuff, that just weird stuff happens. Alrighty, so it's about that time, guys. We need to get some stuffs up a little bit higher than what we have currently. So we can go two ways with this. We can start just getting a ton of popping power, or we can get our monkey village up really high, which I vote the secondary. Get our monkey village up extremely, extremely high. And I'm not even going to micro anymore. Screw microing. I don't need a micro. Oh man, I got dirt and dust in my eyes. Man, oh man. I actually went back to work today. They're starting to need some extra people for... it's getting a little bit busier in March. I work at a garden shop, if you guys don't know. Most people probably know that, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time. But I work at a garden shop, and it's dirty. Absolutely dirty. And all I did this entire time was just clean things up. believe it or not. I was just cleaning things up, getting things ready. Getting things ready for the springtime, which I'm so excited for spring. I can't wait. I've got a ton of things planned for spring, including softball games, kickball games, lots of things of that nature. I really like playing sports. I'm a sporty type of guy. Sporty type of guy. Sporty. I'm a sporty guy. I don't know how to say that and make it not sound idiotic. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. So now we have a good amount of money. We got a good amount of defense here, but we're going to need more. So we're going to need that Arctic Wind. We're going to need to get this guy up over yonder. We're going to go up 1, 2, and he still needs $6,300. That's a big chunk of money for us. Oh, man. I am a little afraid, though, I must say. I'm kind of really afraid. Because, I mean, look at these freaking camos. Look at these camos. I mean, we got camo detection now, kind of. But we're going to get no lives lost. Oh, man, look at that. Popping those last few little balloons. Last few little baby balloons. And almost got this Arctic Wind up. Now, if DDTs popped up out of nowhere, if they just, like, came out in, like, 23, they're like, whoosha, charge DDTs, and, like, 10 DDTs came out. Or, I mean, I don't think that's even possible. 9 DDTs came out. Then we'd have a bad day. A very, very bad day. But since I don't think that's very likely to happen, we'll go with an Arctic Wind, and then eventually we'll get some more Moab Maulers. Could go with some Dartling Guns as well, but that's a little bit less effective, I think, in my opinion. So we'll just stick with the Moab Maulers for now. We'll go 1, 2, and how many more can I get? 2 more after this, so let's get those 2 as well. Now, one thing that I really like to do is I like to get a second mortar. Maybe that just makes me weird. Maybe people just don't understand it. I don't know. A lot of people give me poop for that. They're like, Chris, what do you do? Why do you get a second mortar? And you already have camo detection, full camo detection. Technically, yes. Technically, yes. And I have to remind people of this all the time because it's just something that's so easy to forget and just so easy to just nonchalantly be like, oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Definitely does matter. Camo balloons do not get stopped by the 50% slowdown of the Arctic Wind, which means it still can get ice thingamabobbed, but it does not make it infinite popping power anymore. So let's get these guys up. Look at all those rainbows. Holy crap, they're really trying to get through. They are not happy with me today. Absolutely not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going for our 10th Moab Mauler. Well, not yet, but close. Almost got the 10th Moab Mauler up. Oh, 28, there's still no DDTs in sight. I suppose that's good. Kind of good, but also kind of scary, because what if, like, 15 rounds of DDTs come in all at once? Man, oh man. And also gotta get the frags, the frag cannons for those guys. These guys are getting pretty far. That's the first Oh My God that I've seen. I can only assume that my Arctic Wind is just, of course, going to be an amazing-tastic boss right here and just destroy these guys. And look at that. He's doing exactly what I thought he was going to, and destroying them. Now, you notice we're not getting very much money. For whatever reason, like level 18, 19, 17, you get bank off those levels. F yeah, you get tons of money. And then level like 23 rolls around, and you just get cut down. You just get thrown on your butt, and they're like, no more money for you. You don't get anything else. But realistically, they just cut your money down so you don't get as much as you were getting. Which is a important part of this game. You know, if you didn't have that, you'd be running wild on money. You'd have billions upon billions of dollars to defend these things. So definitely a good thing that they do that. But at the same time, it's like they just changed it, you know, and it makes you sad. You're like, I'm rolling in the money. I got so much money. I could defend anything, anything and everything I could possibly defend. It's gonna happen. Anyways, level 30 is coming out right now. So we got 10 Moab Maulers. Hopefully it'll be enough. We're actually gonna put our Moab Mauler in the back here. No, did I say Moab Mauler? Mortar. We're gonna put our mortar aimed in the back here on the Arctic Wind. So if I need to micro a little bit, I shall. Still no DDTs. Is this going to be a magical no DDT level? Goodness gracious. And there it is, another frag cannon. And now we're pretty much set. You know what? We got 23 set. Oh, there it is. There they are. There's those DDTs. Okay, we're going to leave them down here. And going to decamoize those balloons. And we are decamoizing them, luckily enough for us. As you can tell, those camo balloons went really freaking far against the Arctic Wind, when normally that doesn't happen. It barely ever happens, guys. So just imagine if it didn't freeze at that one time. We would just lose this game straight up. Lose it. So we got $1,500 for that. Whopping 10 balloon stones for getting no lives lost. F yeah, 470 full experience, which is like a little tiny blip of almost nothing on that one. I got 15,740 to go. Holy crapola. Holy crapola. So I'm looking for suggestions on where you guys want me to go with my city. I can go anywhere. I definitely want to know what you guys want to see, though. So I can go... keep in mind that sometimes I make like videos a little bit ahead. So just keep that in mind. You might not be like right there, right now. Next video is going to happen like this. But I do look for suggestions on what you guys actually do want to see, or what you might not want to see. I can do several things. I can beat more snow tiles. In fact, I can just like kind of jump through here and just try to beat a bunch of random snow tiles. I can go for this chest. I can go for this shipwreck special mission. I can go and try and beat that one, which I already beat one, but I can go for another one if I wish. I can just start beating random grass tiles in here, or forest tiles, heavy forest and stuff. Or I can try to beat some of these hill tiles. I have tried the volcano tiles, and no way can I beat these guys yet, but maybe eventually I can go back and go kill those guys once I'm a little bit higher level. But at the moment, no, I'm not good enough. Maybe I can beat them, but probably not. I can go and try and get this chest. I can go and do random things over here. Now, I don't have the phase crystals thing. I've noticed that people are like, Chris, please do the phase crystals. I don't have them yet. Poop. Sickles. Oh no. Just put a little piece of poop and put a popsicle stick in it and put it in the fridge, and then, or put it in the freezer for a couple days, and then give it to somebody and tell them it's a fudgesicle. They might lick it once, and then they're never gonna lick it again. Nice little joke, but it's not really good because it does look like a fudgesicle. Fudgesicles are delicious, by the way. Oh man. Or you can just give me a general direction on which way you want me to go, north, south, east, or west. Any way is possible. Also, I've heard word of people wanting me to just go and reorganize my entire town because it's not very organized right now. It's a possibility, but first things first, I think what I would do is just expand my town probably 3 or 4 tiles in every direction so I have room to deal with that. I mean, that's going to take a while, but I could do that as well. I could just expand my town. Anyways, that's all I'm going to have for you guys today. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a super duper, deliciously amazing day.